Well, in creative selling, this is both the pre-analysis and post-sales follow-up are two major parameters, I would call the backbones of selling. First is that you have to understand through market research, before even you launch any product, there is enough market research which is done. Now let us assume the present COVID times, of course, unprecedented, unparalleled challenge ever seen by the mankind in just a short span of 90 days. So alarming. The need for sanitizers, the masks, it was felt so quickly. I would rather say people started thinking of, from the midnight rather, of creating those in large numbers. So what is the kind of preference, whether this will be, obstructing breathing or will be discomfort or whatever, So there was so much of research. People were put into the field at least to understand what is the comfort level or what is that they desire, So immediately their report comes and the product is manufactured. So this is pre-launch analysis or whatever, pre-launch, you call it a research or whatever. And similarly, having completed any sale, post-sale analysis is very important. See, we also draw references from that. Any delighted customer, that I've said in the beginning also, any delighted or happy customer would be asked to give references, which I'm sure will come out with 2 or 3 references. And there is a protocol, there is a way, there is a procedure to see that the kind of celebration that you have while making a delivery. You would have seen it in the car dealerships, auto dealerships. The kind of music, the kind of cakes and cutting ceremony is all part of this activity. They want to create a delight factor. They want to make you feel as if you are the king. Customer is the king. And you create that feel-good factor with the family and handing over the keys and cutting the cake and all that. Then the customer reaches home. The first call goes there. Sir, how was your drive back home? There is a repeat call after 1 week. Sir, how's been your experience of the week driving your car on your own? There's a monthly follow-up, 3 monthly follow-up. These follow-ups have created something called customer relationship management. It came from the Western world. There was no CRM about 10 years back or 15 years back in our country, a process. It started with, products coming from the luxury segment. They ask you, they make you feel like a king. And this is what is called post-sales referrals or follow-up. See, digital is the word today. We cannot imagine life without mentioning of digital. Look at the times, like we are doing something, which is digital, online. It's amazing. I would call for something that would have taken 3 years, probably the silver lining to the dark cloud of this COVID, or I call it the blessing in disguise of this is going digital. In these less than 3 months, all of us have gone so fast digitally and online that the same could not have been achieved in 3 years' time. And digital is your social media, the reach, the depth, the geographical expansion. I could be sitting in this room and talking to somebody sitting in US or on the other continent, Australia. So we have brought the globe we've shrunk the planet into one village, I would call it, or one set of Karlo Duniya Muthi. This is the scope of being digital. Reactions, network, opinions, reactions, information, the speed is amazing and phenomenal. And this is what makes you highly important to think in terms of digital, which is going to be next, I would say 50 years or 100 years, you will see it going phenomenal, everything digital happening, and that is its importance. As I see that the modes of selling would drastically change in such times where we are now promoting more digital. See, there were barriers, there were demarcations earlier of something being called as B2B or B2C. But here, these barriers would shrink and will fade away with the kind of reach. See, previously, if it was B2B, probably there was an intermediate. There was a channel in between which was created to help the manufacturer, to sell his product through distribution mode or whatever to reach the C. But here, everything is, it has brought things very, very easy for both B2B and B2C. We can distinctly make products for large users. We can also come out with same product through a different segment for small users also, and therefore both these fronts, both the distribution fronts would be strengthened.